Hello everyone and welcome back for another edition of 8 Minutes with Aaron. I'm of course your host Aaron, and today we're going to talk about some exciting news that is coming up in the month of June, and also some other things that I have been doing since not playing EverQuest 2. So let's get rolling with a fresh edition of this guy right here, Aaron. So first off, let's start with the exciting news. Last week I reported that I was going to attempt to get these Funko Funday 2025 tickets that is taking place at Funko Hollywood in San Diego, California. It is not going to be at San Diego Comic-Con like the Rikamoto. I know that's not the right name how to pronounce it, but it's that Funday Mike's new thing. And of course, Thrilljoy is having their Friday event during the week of San Diego Comic-Con as well. So in June, at the end of June, I think it's the 27th, 28th, 29th, somewhere around there, they are having this Funko Fundays, and I am going! That's right, I am going. Even though I was in line and it was like 3,000 or some shit like that when it started off, I still was able to get a ticket on any day of my choosing. I could pick Friday, I could pick Saturday, I could pick Sunday, and all of them had availability in times, maybe not so much in the morning, or maybe even in the afternoon. But if I was thinking correctly, and I would have planned ahead and maybe looked at my flights and shit like that, I could have planned accordingly and went when it was a good or better time for me to go, because I'm looking at my flights home for Saturday or Monday, and they look like shit. There are no afternoon flights, and I need to get the fuck out of there like 4 or 5 o'clock just to be able to get to work if I wanted to on Monday. Because, of course, the schedule already came out for work when I was going to take off because I got the tickets that day. And then the schedule came out, and now I'm foobarred because on that Friday is also July 4th, and I am working that holiday. So now I have to figure out my work schedule, I have to figure out my flights, and I have that thing called buyer's remorse because I am going 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, folks. And my buddy even asked me, hey, would I want to go a 4th day? Of course I want to go a fucking 4th day. Well, not a 4th day, but a 4th time. Yeah! There's a better opportunity to get more things. I could get a cool prototype. But in all essence, I shouldn't really go another day. 3 is way too much. I just got back from EDC. Now I'm going to go to San Diego, and then I'm going to be going to Florida, and then I'm going to be going to Folk Fest. This year is filled with a tons of trips. And I really, really wanted to go to EDC Orlando, but my friends were not digging it. They want to take a break, and then next year, with all our birthdays coming together, we're going to hit a big milestone and shit like that, we might take like a big trip, and they want to bring their girlfriends and partners and whatever, and wives, and I hope not kids, but I don't know. It's kind of worrying me what's going on next year. So yeah, that's exciting. I am going to go to this Funko Fundays. I have tickets, and I'll see a bunch of people there that maybe I saw at San Diego Comic-Con, maybe not. But now I got to find a hotel, and I got to find an Airbnb, and what do I want to do? And it's expensive. Ugh. Oh, man. I don't know. Oh, and on other news, I should tell you this too. I had a problem with my gas bill. It was like crazy high. So I called up, the gas company, and I complained a few times. And they're finally doing an investigation. And it seems they haven't been out to where I live since 2019. Since 2019. That's 6 years. So I think I've been getting charged for everybody else in the building's gas. So that kind of sucks too. And I don't know how I'm going to get reimbursed or how my landlord is going to rectify the issue because I brought it to his attention several times as well. All right, let's go on to happier, cooler news. Since I've been playing EverQuest 2 and devoting hours of time into it, doing groups, doing quests, doing raids, I put some time into Diablo 4, of course. And Diablo 4 is good because, it's a hack and slash. You don't have to go anywhere fast. You can take your time. You just level up. Then you murder a bunch of shit. You get better gear. You murder a bunch of shit again. It's a continuous process, but I guess it's kind of like EverQuest 2. It's repetitive, right? So, before my trip, I was making all these GIMP men. I didn't have time to be on the computer, and I started diving into a television show called South Beach Tow. I think I mentioned this before. I am now in season 5. I have 2 more seasons to go. I did watch some of season 7. I'm going to have to rewatch it. But hell, man, This show is banging. If you haven't checked out South Beach Show, I'm going to recommend it again. Go check it out. It is pretty freaking awesome. And another show that I want to mention you should check out on HBO Max. Let's go to HBO Max. It is called The Rehearsal. Now, you may have known this guy. His name is Nathan Fielder, maybe? Maybe that's not even his real name. It's Nathan Ben? I don't know what the fuck his name is. Anyway, he had a show called Nathan For You before this television show, and I think that was on HBO as well. And it was a really fucking goofy show. It was really funny. And now he is doing this show called The Rehearsal. It's in season 2, and it is great. Just fucking great. If you like really funny ass comedies, go and watch the sumbitch, because I guarantee you are going to love it. Now, just for a second, my screen froze over here, so I thought my phone was acting up again. Now, that only happened on my old phone. It hasn't happened yet on my new phone, so God damn it, don't fuck up phone. What else is in other good news? Oh, Rick and Morty came back for the season 8 premiere. My first impression of the season was I wasn't happy with it. I know they had the whole voice change since the whole voice actor who was originally played Rick and Morty. There was a whole like spiel with a girl accusing him of something, and it came out that she was actually lying, and he wasn't guilty and shit like that, and he didn't want to come back, which in all honesty, I understand completely. But the new voices, and I think they even have a new voice for Summer, it just wasn't clicking for me, folks. I can only snap really well on this finger, sometimes on here, but this one really good. And it wasn't really great. I didn't like the whole premise of the episode. It was kind of like a Matrix episode, and Summer and Morty were put in there as a punishment because they used Rick's cell phone charger, and then he went through like a Matrix of the cell phone charger, and then it was stupid. It was absolutely stupid. I didn't laugh. I didn't think it was interesting. It was kind of too far-fetched, even for a Rick and Morty. And yeah, so I'm just going to grab this little bad boy over here because we're going to have to give a few ups and downs. So let's just start with those ups and them downs. So we're going to start with the Rick and Morty episode. I'm giving that a down. I'm really hoping that it's going to get better as we continue on through the season. I think we have until July 24th or some shit. Look at that. Talking too quick. July 24th is when we're having the season finale. Yeah. South Beach Show. Up! Me going to Funko Fundays. Up! Me having to spend all this money to go to Funko Fundays. Down. Me going to Florida. Up! Folk Fest. Up! EDC Orlando in November. Do I want to go? Yeah, I do. Up! And one more thing I was going to talk about, and it's on the tip of my tongue, and once I end this thing, it's going to be over and done with. Oh, happy Memorial Day! Thank you for every veteran and everyone who ever fought their lives during, American stuff. Give us our independence. My name is Aaron. Thank you for joining me with 8 Minutes with Aaron. I will see you next time when we go over more stuff, more things, and of course, more of me. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.